There we go. So, congratulations. You're now the owner of three new bars, and one of them's being renovated as we speak.
Yay!
Yes.
However, you
Yes.
did say that
Cool.
you did want to capture one of the bars. You did want to capture one of the not one of the former chefs that's being transported to prison to hopefully go to Prison Island, and you also have a meeting with Lady Sayla to use to utilize the Gearman to a couple of until a couple of healthy paladins could resume their duties.
Yep.
Yup.
I do believe so. Indubitably.
So, what you gonna do first?
Well, I'm gonna start out as I normally do. Wake up early in the morning. For all the other players usually get up. I don't know about William. I don't know his sleep schedule. But for everyone else, I'm gonna make them breakfast. Because you know what? A good breakfast can start out the day real well. How does the 34 sound?
Sound.
Like the English continental breakfast, that's like plebeian in comparison to what you're giving us.
So what I'm gonna imagine is like you guys are just all sleeping still, and I wake up early in the morning, and as you all just slowly start to wake up, you have a nice faint smell of cooking, like it's really good. And of course, you mosey your way down, and there's almost a full breakfast feast for you guys.
Om nom 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 nom.
I'm I'm gonna look at Kiri like, Kiri, you're the first to arrive. Well, this is something a little special, a little celebration for our new businesses. Thought I would cook us something good.
Agreed. And I pull out like a little a very small bottle. Uh, you know, like how like liquor bottles are typically 750 milliliters, right?
Yeah.
I'm pulling out a 350 milliliters, so a bit more close to a nip. So this
Ooh, what
is
is?
something that the boys and I have been working on. We are
Oh,
calling it Knob Creek.
Nope Creek. Mind if I have a little taste?
Yep, and I pour a little bit out of the 350 milliliter bottle. So he's getting like a quarter of a shot of Knob Creek.
Alright, I'm gonna look at it and be like, well, cheers, and I'm gonna down it. How?
Yep.
Describe it, Kiri, of how
I was say,
I
why
react.
am I tempted to ask you for do a saving throw?
I
Right.
could do it, because this is
Yep.
probably new alcohol that I'm not used to yet. I
Yep.
just got used to Louis the 14th.
Yep. As Scrap takes that little sip of the of Knob Creek, the quarter ounce of Knob Creek, it is incredibly nice and smooth. Very little, actually almost no burnage that one would typically associate with a high alcohol drink. It just goes down, it's nice and smooth. You detect a bit of hints of maple and fuck, what's that one tree called? Cedar. A bit of cedar and maple. And yet,
Oh
it
boy.
still goes down just nice and smooth with
Now
no
let
burn.
now let's see if it's going to be up for a couple of hours. Concentrate, fortitude.
Fortitude?
Yeah.
Oh god, what's my fortitude? Where is that?
And and
Okay, I get a. Wait, my
Scrap
fortitude is a.
notes that on the bottle it's listed as 80 proof, so he knows it's just standard 40 ABV.
So, oh, my fortitude's actually a +8.
Yeah, dude. DM
Alright, let's,
D20 plus 8.
Oh, okay, but look!
And you still stand. You can feel the bite of the alcohol, but It's far from enough to knock you down.
It's a little something.
I was looking for 20.
It's a little something that me and the guys have been working on. What you
Oh.
think?
Very smooth, minus the usual sting, but that is
Good.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, that is really good. You've outdone yourself again. And this is
I ask you to thank the guys that I've been training. I have been working
those
them.
guys.
Of course. You think I'm going to let people make the rules that they cannot do anything good? I learned no. It's all them. It's all them.
I am still somewhat happy that two of them stayed. I would have been very disappointed if all of them left, so they didn't have any heart in cooking.
3 out of the 4 brew tenders stayed, and we kicked that one loser out.
I still have vivid images of what was a distiller in my mind, and you with a hammer. I do not want to ever piss you off when it comes to alcohol.
Oh,
much like I don't want to piss you off when it comes to what makes a good kitchen.
I mean, I was almost well, here was the thing. I threw that rat at him, that frozen rat. Nah. I didn't know I could chuck it that hard. I was almost half tempted just to get you to help me. You hold him down, I fucking put in force feed him it and say, "How's this for dinner?" That was probably too cruel. It'd probably kill him.
I have broken his leg.
Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Kiri.
Yeah, sorry. Dad just brought in some donuts.
Donuts?
See, I want donuts.
Nice,
yeah, what the hell?
Let's see. A nice home cut and a powder-free jelly donut.
But yeah, especially when I scared away that one dude who kept talking smack, and I shot his bag of knives out of his body. A little strap on over. I shot that thing right through. That probably scared the hell out of him. So I am quite surprised that those people were the ones who left. Thought it would still be a good idea to try to ask around for other places. It's as if they don't learn, do they?
Ironically, you actually get reports that a couple of people actually tried to go to Emso's bar, and they pretty much sort of laughed out when he found out who they were.
Yeah, we would have had their names and everything of, hey, these were the people that we fired for this, that, and this. Don't even let them near any kitchen. Except for the 2 people that I trained. If they want to go somewhere else, as long as it's okay with whoever owns the bar or tavern, then they can go other places, as long as they're still good cooks. You know what? Let's see about food or not food. I'm gonna do my session of training with my snipers. Let's see how the training goes for them.
I'll say middle of the road. No improvement.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time working on this.
As long as there's no decline, we're good.
Yeah, that would have been if I got a 1.
Yeah, if it was in that run, then it would declined.
Yeah, and then there'd be some serious problems.
Hell, boy.
Let's say very intensive training session montage. That's all I'm gonna say.
You've seen Rocky train to take on Ivan Dragunov. Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, at the end of it, they have to try to fist fight you, Kiri.
I'm pretty sure that's the bartender's final exam.
Fighting
Fist
Kiri.
fights king while getting drunk at the same time.
Oh. I-
Oh
oh boy.
boy.
But
Alright, so obviously the two things that's hanging on the table before I promise let you do anything you want, including contact the twins. I'll say that right now. You can contact them if you want to. I already made faces. I just didn't make stats for obvious reasons.
mm,
So
that's I. I want to talk with William about this. There's something. Yeah, Kiri, you remember the twins I told you about?
You did?
Oh, I don't think you were there for
I think
that.
he was off that session.
Ah, what? Oh, I forgot you weren't there. My bad. So, remember the assassin guild that tried to kill the king?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that organization, we captured the leader, and I actually realized that through my years of being an assassin that I've actually worked with them before. On a job or two. They're really good assassins. Um, but there were two specific people, actually three specific people, that I remember quite fondly. One of it was an orc assassin. I just want you to process that in your mind real quick. An orc assassin.
So that's where Orca got his skills with.
No, it
Let's just say,
didn't.
let's just say his method of assassination was: I see target, I walk up to target, I kill him. If any witnesses, I kill two, then leave.
Didn't we kill that one?
Yes, that was him we killed. When that former tavern owner tried to kill Enzo by hiring him. And that's when you also did a golden shower on
Yes.
him. But there were two other people that I've actually trained, that I haven't had contact with in quite some time. They're the twins. Boy and girl. I have trained them since I started assassin work. The boy, Michael, as I called him, he was a very good cook. He really took on with the cooking side of me. I taught him everything, from the basics to even fancy meals, and he also dabbled in poison. So that was his strong suit. The girl, Megan, she was real well with long-range sniping. I was one who taught her how to pick off targets from far away without being noticed. And those two generally would sometimes work together or be off on different tasks. Most of the time, the twins would try to work together since they're twins. They kind of have a stronger bond.
It tends to be the case that twins tend to be able to read one another better than non-twins.
Yes. And I did help them to what they are today. They were simple assassins, but they wanted to learn from me, and I helped them out. I was almost like their... No, I was their teacher. But then when I had to go off for that job of killing William, I just told the twins that I was on a simple assassin job, and I may see them again.
If I come across them, I'll make sure they are safe.
Well, luckily they're hiding out. The leader of the Assassin Guild, the one that we captured, she basically, or her Falcon, who I know would send jobs, basically convinced the Falcon that the twins need to lie low. Their organization has almost been found out, and they need to lay low.
If they need any way of laying low, I will do everything in my power. I will grant them good brew-standing powers. I will grant them ranks within my order. Okay, unofficially, because, well, I'm not the Grand Master, so I can't officially grant ranks, but I would unofficially classify them as members of Order the Flagon. And they will be our. Oh, what is the term? What is the term for that? The Taskmaster? The Disciplinarium? Commissar? There's a specific term. One that ensures that the quality of the brews does maintain a certain level of quality.
Scrap's gonna put a hand on Kiri's shoulder and be like, "Thank you for that, but there is no need. They are currently currently laying low in another town. Luckily, they are smart, and they won't pull any trouble. Though,
My offer will remain open.
there is one way we can get the twins on our side.
Oh?
If we convince the leader of what William's been doing to her to convince her that we're on the same side, then maybe she can get the twins to come over here. William can introduce himself, and I will be in the background, see if the twins notice. I'll just be one of the gearmen next to William. But if they notice me, then, hey, they pass. I'll be like, hey, you notice me. But if they don't, I'll just play a little game with them. I sometimes tease them a bit.
We always need more cooks and we need more hopspotters.
Michael, yeah, he's a really good cook, but he also dabbles in poison, though I don't think he'll be a good brewer. Though Megan, she's more in tune with the sniper, with the rifle. Though, maybe if you can teach her a way or two as another hobby, then yeah.
Never give. I will always accept any challenge when it comes to making a good brewster.
Plus, if we wanted to, we could have him work in Enzo's bar until.
Absolutely, she's a doll. They'd probably love her. They'd probably fall in love with her in their first meeting. She's such a sweet girl.
I mean, hell, I worked with Enzo, and I like working at her tavern. It is really nice, and especially when
it's clean, it's orderly, and even then, she also listens to her. She listens to her not only the clients, but she also listens to her workers. Of these are things we could improve. Okay, what do we need to improve? Okay, let's do that.
Also, the other thing I like is how, even when I worked for her, how much I really cared for her when that certain somebody decided to try to enter the bar, and we quickly made sure she wasn't seen. We don't want her to end up like anyone else, like his other concubines.
Yeah, we really need to figure out how to effectively plan an accident for him.
William's got something, I think. It's better we use him for now. If we keep using him, then we can further our goals more than him being dead. I know it sucks, but that's the best we're going to have to do. He's much better for us. He's more useful alive than dead because we can further our own goals. As long as we can distract him with another beauty or something, that's all I want.
Gold from a douchebag is just as good as gold from a hobo.
Remember, he's also distracted by two other things as well. One of them's his son's girlfriend, and one of them's your good old party member.
So, well, I'll definitely talk to William about what to do with the twin situation to see what's going on.
Like I said, the offer is always going to be open for those two.
I'm going to look outside and see. It's like, oh, it's almost time for us to start our shift at Enzo's.
Hey!
I'll meet you down there. I'm just going to talk to William.
Hey, I'll just cap off the bottle, and then and I'll head over. Mittens, go along with Scrap.
Mittens. I'm gonna like, oh, I almost forgot Mittens. I'm gonna reach in and pull out an apple. Here you go,
Nom,
girl.
Oh.
nom, 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 nom. Like, all of a sudden, you hear, like, the sounds of, like, the heavy weapons guy just going, nom, 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 nom.
I always gotta remember.
And Happy Maze.
Oh, you know what we should do, Carrie? There's definitely plots of land we can use. We can grow some apple trees. She would definitely love that.
Oh, she would. She'd love the apple trees. She also might eat the trees, but if it keeps her happy, it's a good.
We want a happy Mittens, don't we, Mittens?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Mint, you want to tag along? Can. I'll see
Happy
you at
Maze sounds.
I'll see you at the tavern, Carrie.
Hey, see you in a bit.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to William's room, and he's gonna hear. William, you there?
Yes.
Can I come in?
What do you need?
I came to talk to you about the situation with twins. See what you wanted to do with them. If we ever do find them.
Twip, you know where they are.
Well, yeah, we know where they are, but I misspoke.
Like
Or what to do with
you
them.
literally could send the Falcon away, and they be aimed where you need to.
So about the twin situation, about recruiting them to our side. How likely is it if we also convince the leader as well? How well has your mind work been working on her?
We've been working our way through it, of course. Slowly but surely putting us into the right state of mind.
Oh, well, you also notice that Mittens is behind me.
I mean, my plan was to get the leader to kill the other king, so that the king of this land becomes the king of that land, and thus he has to send most of his military force there to subjugate it. The other two assassins, I would like to have them join our cause, but I remember what happened with the last assassin. We had to kill him.
Trust me, these two are way different from the orc. These two I have personally trained myself. They still most likely, not most likely, they do look up to me. I was the one that trained them to what they are now. And I can vouch for how skillful they are. Maybe we can have them try to go after that king. Though I would like to see them before if they even are sent off to that mission. It's up to you, though. I will vouch for the twins. I don't know how much my word will be, but it'll be my word. As I'm talking this, yeah, as I'm talking to William, I'm also just gonna pull out another apple and just feed it to Mittens as I'm talking to
Oh
William.
boy.
Oh, nom, 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 nom.
Meanwhile, Enzo's bar is ready, open. Customers are falling in.
Yep. And I start I start the standard daily prep of preparing the well liquors, preparing the shelf liquors, and I add Knob Creek to the shelf liquors.
And you see two guests. The
A grilled cheese good?
like
Your door open.
like
Yeah, I heard a door open.
my mom's checking me to see if I want grilled cheese. Anyway,
Oh.
That would have been perfect timing.
Oh yeah, as the door opens, you see Major Bloodpike and Sister Heart walk in, and they're discussing something.
Okay. Where are they? Okay. Mittens was just like,
Min's is with me.
Hmm?
Remember? Min's is with me.
Remember? This is with Scrap. Remember, you're on your own.
Okay. All right, let's move Mittens from the map.
I could just delete her for the right now.
All right. All right. And it was. Who was it that came in again?
Major Bloodpike from the Paladins and Sister Heart. Mostly discussing the massacre that went on at least now a month ago.
Ah, Major, Sister Heart. It's so good seeing you again. How have you two been doing in the last month or so?
Don't tell me about it. The sister here has been trying to heal as much people as possible. Like paladins, heroes, even your own gear, even the gearmen that's stopping by our area. I had to do paladin tests to make sure that some of the paladins didn't let's just say fall off the wagon. Not to best results.
Hey, okay, let me help take care of you though. Here's a little something for the two of you. It's on the house. And I each provide him a shot of Jack Daniels.
Sister Waves like, I'm sorry, remember I can't drink.
Ah, right. I'll get you.
Don't worry, sister, I'll drink it for you. I need
Right.
it.
You're a tiger. Black tea?
Yeah, black tea would be good.
Okay, I'll prepare you a good black tea. And so I go behind the bar and start preparing like ink, kind of like black teas. Start boiling up some water, get some herbs,
like how
make stuff good.
you pretty much see him talk like, so how's the Leader of the Gimmerman going on? Like, he hasn't contacted me man to see if he wants to make the deal or not. If not, then we'll rely on local heroes and hope they're actually trustworthy. That's like get a new class of paladins to take over the streets again. Things have been getting wild ever since like the massacre only hurts Hope Valley because now all the creeps and widows are going on rampage. And there's no guard to protect. And that's the deal. And that's the deal with and that's the deal. They made with all the countries. As long as they don't have any personal guards, they could host a paladin school. That sucks.
And yeah.
No.
Alright.
Last I checked, the Gearmen were actually maintaining pretty good security in the city and such. So.
Yeah, but they're waiting for you to get official word to say, hey, can we officially use your gearmen to protect Lady Stella and officially protect the city until new paladins.
Oh, which city is that? This city that we're currently in that we're
No,
already protecting?
Hope City. The one where pretty much the one with pretty much sunshines and rainbows.
Well, that's actually a great opportunity. So let's see. Well, I'll probably get a unit together and send them that way. Should be able to provide additional security. We'll have to set up a outpost out there, of course, including a radio tower, but that can be doable.
Oh,
Someone needs to talk to them.
yeah.
Either
Yeah, remember, see,
these
me,
people right now, if these people right now, or Lady Sala in Hope Valley.
yeah, we're still talking about the twins. I'll look at you, see one like, well,
Mhm.
just think about the twins. I vouch for them. I don't know how much you trust that, but I can vouch for them. They're good kids, and they'll listen to me. And well,
We'll
if
give
you
them a
excuse
shot.
me, I gotta head down to Enzo's Tavern. Kiri, open up the tavern. I'm gonna. It's our shift there today.
Uh,
You
have
wanna
fun.
come down a bit?
I'll probably have to. I probably will need to inspect the docks anyway. I'm probably have to add in a new slip. We're getting more business by the day.
All right. I'm gonna. The Min's like, come on, Mins, let's go to the tavern.
Yep. So.
And me.
Alright,
my
you go to the
character.
tavern, you see May Blood Plague on a street third bottle of booze and Sister Hearts
And
drinking some iced tea.
you see Veb pouring a nice cup of tea to Sister Hart.
Ah,
You seem like
Sister.
you've had quite a hell of a time, so I gave you a nice little special brew. It's a bit stronger than the standard teas, but it's definitely it's more caffeinated, so it should help you
Thank
out.
you. Sadly, I'm probably gonna need it. Once I get back, I still have to heal a lot of people. That orc, Jesus Christ!
Ah,
If it wasn't for a cipher, they were taken down a long time ago. Anyway,
Kiri, sorry about that. I was talking to wait for. Oh, sister, how are you doing?
fine. Well, not fine. I'm literally
Oh,
running on tea and soda right now.
that.
If it means all the difference to you, sister, I know a place where you could at least get a nice massage. And that way, the aches and tears and of whatnot of daily life, they can at least be dealt with.
Well, I know what can help you out, sister. I'm gonna go over to the kitchen. Like, I'm gonna see all of my shifts there. Like, howdy, gentlemen. We
Hey,
got
boss!
All right. So the sister's here, and she's kind of down in the dumps. Let's make her a nice warm meal that can at least cheer her up a bit.
Hi,
She's
boss!
having she's having a nice tea, so let's make something nice and warm that can help complement with the tea. And we're gonna for I usually get a plus 15 normally. Do I get another plus 2 since I have these other workers helping me?
Yeah.
Solid meal.
Meanwhile,
It's enough to
Yeah.
at least say, hey, this is good.
and you have Mittens just like happily
I make sure to drag
kissing
Mittens
her.
back. Yeah,
Yep.
Mins is
Mittens
also
is-
here.
Yeah, Mittens is like happily like kissing her and licking her
Alright, I'm gonna come over.
and nuzzling
Here.
her and all that stuff.
Here you go, sister. Nice, warm meal that can at least brighten up your day a little bit. Don't worry about paying, though.
Thanks.
I will look at the paladin and be like, you want anything to eat too?
Anything that involves booze is fine. Thank God
Man after me own heart.
thank God my patron allows to drink as much as possible.
Then, in that case,
My-
I recommend the maple oatmeal because we use a lot of the good stuff in that.
Well, I'll start getting my chefs. I'm gonna. All right, chefs. I got another good order. got the leader of the paladin here. He needs something nice and hard to go with his alcohol. Let's do it.
And I come in with a specific maple, like a maple agave type tequila stuff.
This is what we'll use This is using the ingredient, Kiri.
Yes. Like I told him, the quote-unquote maple oatmeal.
I'm gonna grab a little bit, pour it in a little shot glass, have a little taste.
Yep.
I think I know what to do with this. I'm gonna get my shifts and boop.
Of which I held a bucket so you can spit it out, because this is the purpose of tasting and not ingesting and enjoying.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just basically
I'll say 35 cents. Kiri's now helping out as well. So yeah,
Okay.
That's a very good meal
Right.
you have set up.
All right, Kiri, come with me.
Aye.
We have the meal. Do. I'm gonna, with Kiri, follow me. I'm gonna bring some paladin, get his face like, here you go, sir. I think this. I'm just gonna lay it down in front of him. I think this is what you're looking for. Kiri also helped me in this.
He takes one bite. His eyes almost water with joy, and just pretty much Kirby at this point.
I see it's to your liking.
From one dwarf to another, we know what we love. And
Yeah,
this
I'll
man
say.
here, as I hold my hand on Scrap's shoulder, this man is a hell of a cook.
I assume so. Way better than the freaking cooks in the freaking academy. But then again, it's supposed to be bad.
Those stupid little bunsies. Oh, God. Bring the friggin' cooks from those academies here. We'll give them goddamn boot camp training. They will then become
I would, but
chefs.
they're already in boot camp, and they don't want to go through 2 boot camps. No offense.
But where's the fun in that? I don't know. Maybe if one of the cooks mouths off to you, then you can send them off to us. And trust me, I'm gonna give them a little wink. We'll make sure they get the training they need.
Also, if you have any of the brewmasters there that tend to put out a subpar product, let me know, and I will ensure that they actually are brought up to speed as to what is acceptable as far as brewkeeping goes.
Lean over to the paladin out of earshot. You're like, yeah, just make sure they don't show the distiller that they use. Last time he saw one, he used a hammer and basically made it to where it was nothing but scrap metal.
Blood Pack actually laughs like, oh man, you're a dwarf after my own heart.
I am a member of the Order of a Flagon. One of the primary tenets that we do when we are not out is whenever we are at a bar, we show professionalism, we provide good manners, and as needed, we act as assistant bartenders and help ensure that everything is nice, clean, spick and span.
I mean, that is true. I mean, you also saw me curious how I dealt with that one dude. I'm just gonna look at the paladin and it'll be like, I may or may not have chucked a frozen rat at him to where it knocked him off his chair.
That was hilarious. Your butt basically shoved that into his throat saying, eat this, you piece of shit. You
Literally,
failure of a cook.
He literally, I asked him, what does this? And I basically give the example of like, yeah, I held him a frozen rat, and I just basically said, what do you call this? And he piped up and said dinner. Then I just chucked it at him real hard. I didn't think I could throw it that hard and knocked him out of his seat.
You were calling his bluff.
And then he tried to insult me, which then I backhanded him and knocked him back. I didn't even know I had the strength. My hand still somewhat stings from that.
Also, Major, you obviously know that we've been working with the Louis the 13th as our primary, as well as upgrading to the 15th. There's a side project we've been working on, and
Really?
I hand him a 350, like a nip of Knob Creek. A simple nip. This is a little something else that we've been working on the side to try and diversify our what we have. It wouldn't help if we only work on one product and suddenly nobody wants that anymore. We need to diversify and ensure we have a good, while simultaneously maintaining a good product. So, what do you think of this? And this is Knob Creek.
Oh, I'm gonna also look at the sister and ask her, like, are you also here to talk to William, sister? Or are you just passing through?
Yes, actually, yes. Yes, we need to talk to William about, well, having the Gearman work for a time until a new aura of Paladins is ready, because, well, between a bunch of Paladins breaking their oath, becoming fallen Paladins, and the ones that's in pretty much 24-hour care, we need all the help we could get, and heroes come and go, and adventurers is not exactly reliable.
Ah, I understand. And the so the sister's gonna see me just like reach into my ear and like hold it like with two fingers, and like Gearman 1, this is Gearman 2.
What do you need?
Uh, if you could stop by Enzo's Tavern, the sister and the main paladin, or the major paladin, he's here. They need to talk to you about something involving the Gearman. Something I think you may like.
I'll stop by as soon as I can. I'm down by the docks right now.
Alrighty, I'll see you then. And then I'll look at.
Speaking of the docks,
Yes, he's at the docks right now. He's
yeah,
expecting the
I
docks.
know. Carrie, make me a perception check.
Kiri?
So not Carrie, William, make me a perception check.
$28.
Okay, good enough. You actually see that bartender that Veb broke his leg off walking up to you. You also see you being surrounded. Ah, ah, the holier than thou new owner. How are you doing today?
Is there something I can assist you with?
No. I just want to show your friends what happens when you fuck with us. And the puppet.
I
Huh?
just look unamused. I'm just looking unamused because they probably don't realize that there are fucking probably gearmen everywhere right now. They're
And there's
literally in our
also
home base.
a randomly wandering tiger.
Yeah. So what are they planning on
The
attacking?
tiger's in Emzo's place.
Are they planning on attacking?
Speak of Emzo's place. Jimpan also made me a perception check.
Wait, okay, so make a perception check, okay.
No, Jimpan, because he's also being surrounded. Pretty much the idea. Ooh, that's not good.
I see the grain of this wall. It is incredibly good grain.
No, because you're going to get sneak attack damage. Not sneak attack, but flapstick damage, because you didn't see them coming. As you sink down, laying down outside the bar. You just see. Let's see now.
Oh,
Well,
You
that
get
misses
blasted by
horribly.
acid arrow in the
Well,
back in the back of your
misses,
head.
that misses horribly, Ty.
No, Jim Pan's character, not you.
No. Even Flatfoot touch. The attack was 6.
Oh, right. Ooh.
They
Okay,
miss
so yeah,
horribly.
you see,
Yeah.
you see acid arrow fly through your head.
That was a warning shot.
Oh no, because the other 3 chefs are trying to jump Jim Pan's character as we speak. Sorry, there are 4 chefs.
do we? We're just talking. Did we just hear a thunk, like an arrow just hitting a wall or something? Like, what happened?
See if you make perception checks. See if you can hear it.
Yeah, with all the talking.
I would say with disadvantage because we're in the middle of talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what my perception. I have to go all the way down. Yeah, I get a plus 13, so it's going to be a plus 8 instead.
Disadvantage is just -5, right?
Yeah. I got an 18.
Scrap, you hear the arrow like dunk and a couple of people trying to surround Jim Pan, ready to attack.
Alright, so, Kiri,
Uh,
Kiri, I'm gonna look at you and be like, we got company. And I'm gonna switch to my rifle and take aim at one of the people as
Okay.
And for once, I'm actually going to use the good initiative. Like no offense, William, but
Yeah.
since you have the gearman around you, you're pretty much going to overwhelm the chefs. But there's no gearman around here, so unless they're called, if it's called, it's going to be what 1d4 turns from the arrive.
Yeah, so as I hear this arrow shot or this little thunk, I'm gonna turn and see those people. Like get my rifle out, aim, and be like, Kiri, we got company. As I prepare to aim at one of the people who are trying to kill Jim Pan.
+6 on that.
This is initiative. Where's my initiative? Oh, I got a +5. $16.
I'll add you to the order.
Whoa! These guys have a +12 to initiative.
You'll find out why.
Can you add me and
Oh, right, you need... Oh, right. Sorry, Jim Pan. There you go.
Oh wait, actually, I just realized something. We can get an ally. This dude right here, he's a gearman, part-time.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you have one ally to help.
I was like, I swear.
Seeing
I
that
have
you're a
an
higher
ally.
rank, you could command. You could order him around in your turn.
can you add 15 to my initiative?
Yeah, I added you. I'm just going to.
15
Oh
plus
right. Oh right. I
6.
fix this then.
Thank you.
We're using like Seawall. Quick question:
Yes.
are we using like the normal military ranks, private, sergeant, lieutenant, all that?
I haven't
They're
really
off.
I haven't really
Major's
come
an
up with
officer. That's the point.
no. He's talking about the gearmen. I haven't really come up with a rank system yet for them. The thing is, I was going to go with non-traditional, though. There'd be junior gearmen, senior gearmen, and then gearmen officers. But for now, we've been kind of keeping it pretty. We're not very large. We're only several hundred guys at most. So we don't have a super formal rank structure yet.
I
I'll eventually
we
come up
could
with
work with
one.
the motorcycle club rank system.
Motorcycle ranks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's new even to me.
Okay. So you have like things like secretary. Okay. So we go down to the back, to down and down. We got chaplain. Okay. So member. Member is like the earliest rank. Then you have prospect, enforcer. Those would be like the initial ranks. Then you get into the specialties, such as treasurer or chaplain. And then after that, you go to secretary, then road captain, sergeant at arms, vice president, president, and founder.
I'll come up with a custom system of positions
Well,
and
I think
ranks.
if the aces is eight from
Yeah.
TNA. Anyway, Tiger goes, and you're in control of the Tiger carry. So what you do? What are you gonna do?
Okay. Alright, so these guys, they're all visible, right?
Yeah. This the one that tried to shoot Norb and failed. This one.
Jumps over Norb and decides, let's have some fun. Let's see, what have you got? You are.
Well, just
Yep.
the sound you had.
Multi-attack.
Cat.
Oh, that's the attack.
Helps if I type this in right, because I don't think a .0/R equates to anything.
Oh boy.
27 and a 19.
They both hit.
So 7 and 9. Also, we got grab. Ooh! Missed the bite. Which is. Actually helps if I type this in correctly. Uh, 13. Does that hit?
Yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it does.
Damn.
Alright, so just hits.
Kitty mad.
For 15. So that's 15, 9, 7. That's 9, 7. That's 16 plus 15. So 31 points of damage.
Ouch! Pain, but still alive.
How'd they not notice the tiger that was just sleeping there?
They didn't mind. They just want their targets.
That's it for the tiger's turn.
Now it's Mitten's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Goes to here.
Oh boy.
24 for 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
Did Vince just like hit him with his hoof or just bite him?
Wait, hang on. D8 plus that. Hang on. Uh, 4 points of damage.
All right. He's still standing.
Meanwhile, you have a tiger basically like nomming at him, and like a little pony just being a pony and just trampling.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be the worst day for that dude.
Scrap is your go. And you immediately,
Right.
and when you stepped outside, you immediately recognized these are the chefs who left. Like, the prodigal son arrives.
So you tried killing.
Well,
at least
wasn't the
you're
first
supposed
time
to be
we
that
was the first time we were killed. We're once upon a time we're early adopters
I
of
don't.
magic and such.
Oh, I don't
Yes,
fucking care about your backstory. Now die! And I'm gonna also call over. I'm just gonna use this. Gavin Kyle, I need you to help cover the sister and the paladin. Make sure all the other residents are safe. If you can, try to pick off these pricks from a distance.
Yes, sir. And he runs out the kitchen and
Alright.
goes over here.
Alright, and then I'm also put a little call out to HQ. Say, this is Garen 1 to Garen HQ.
Give me HQ. Go ahead.
Be advised, we have ×4 intruders trying to kill a party member and attacking the tavern at Enzo's Tavern. We need some Gearman squads over here immediately.
All right, let's see how. Okay, we'll select them out as soon as possible.
Copy.
3 turns before they arrive.
Alright. I'm gonna look at Jim Pan and be like, try to wound one of these fuckers. I want to have some little investigation with them. And I'm gonna. Alright, who was the guy who said I was the prodigal son? Which one?
This one.
Alright, yeah, he's. Alright, I'm gonna. Alright, you die first. I'm gonna take aim. Can I do a study target?
Yes. You can always do
Alright.
that.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna study him. Then once that, I'm gonna take out my musket and I'm gonna try to leave at least a golf ball or a grapefruit-sized hole in his chest. Let's do this. Okay, look at all my bonuses. 13 with 5, that's 18. What? Does the targeting give me a bonus, Seawall?
What was it?
Does study target give me any bonuses or no?
Yes, you get a +3 to attack and damage.
+2 to attack and damage, okay. Alright. Boom! 23.
That hits.
Alright, let's see the damages. It is.
Well, remember you have the so you're now doing 2 weapon dice of damage because of one of your feats. I know you have Vital Strike now.
I have gun training, which gives me a +5 damage, +5 to damage rolls. So that's another.
You have what?
Gun training gives me +5 damage when
Oh yeah,
using guns.
from your decks, yeah.
And then +3.
And did you do a deadly aim on this guy?
Yeah. I'm just
Because remember, with deadly aim, you have to officially declare it before you make the initial attack, because it does reduce your attack.
nah. I didn't do it, but I am gonna.
Because it would have been you would have had an additional 6 damage at a -3 to attack.
I still hit him. So I did that, and then
Don't forget weapons a +1 weapon, so
I think this is it.
yeah.
Because I got some 2 bonus damage. That would be just another +6, I would think. +6 +5. I think this will be enough. 16 points of
You
damage.
forgot your other D12.
Oh,
And we have
So
vital strike.
16 plus.
Roll another D12, Golden. 19 damage.
19 points of damage onto him.
Yeah. Where did the +6 come from, by the way?
+6 was initial. That was the original damage. It was a 1d12 +6.
No. Where did the 6 come from? Because I know where the 5, the 3, and the 1 came from.
That's with the weapon itself. Remember, it's living steel musket, and the damage is a 1.
It only gives a +1.
+1 to distance because I have the scope, but I have a 1. I have it under my sheet as a 1d12 +6 for damage.
Yes, that 6 includes your +5. You reduce it by 5. Ty, he doubled up his he
Damn it.
inadvertently doubled that up.
Yep, my bad. Okay, I'll have to change that.
And I just added 5 hit points back.
Yeah.
Let me remove that. That is my bad.
And remember, deadly aim is an option and very useful for gunslingers.
Definitely use it next round.
Yeah.
Alright, oops. Didn't mean like that. Lord, your go.
I have a question. Because I used alternative casting options. Does Hellhound count as a second level?
Say again?
I used the alternative summoning options.
If you could think of
So,
a turn doesn't make sense, you go ahead.
Of course, I want to cast Hellhound as a second level. And to downcast it.
Ah, hound. That's... Ooh. Like, what the fuck?
What?
No, that's what the chefs are saying right now.
What just happened? What did Japan do?
He's having 2 hellhounds.
Oh.
Yay!
I rolled a 1. So I could roll the maximum up.
Not only do we
5.
have a lion, a demon horse, now we have also 2 hellhounds helping us out.
I cast Howling Agony. This one.
I think these assassins, or these would-be assassins, are now realizing the mistake that they have made.
Give me a second.
Of such things, potentially.
And the middle one.
And the 21 was your what you call it, it hits.
And this
Oh,
one.
this one?
Yes. So 14 damage.
Say again? And fire.
Not only did he get bit, but he's also set on fire. Or he has fire damage dealt on him.
So yeah, I have argument summoning that gave them more strength and anyways. So 14 on one and 4 damage on.
Thunk.
Oh boy.
Hmm. Should have chose different career paths.
Well, there was chefs to pretty much boom out the kitchen.
There was always
And
training. They just refused my training.
the middle one I cost Howling Agony.
What happened?
Copy
A hand
pasted on
grenade.
in the posted that in the Discord.
Let me see. Howling Alkady. Let me just. You send right cheek pain to a target's body. Because of the pain, affected creatures take a -2 penalty to AC attack, melee rolls, and reflex saves, and must succeed in a concentration check to cast spells. However, however, not however, if it affects the creature's move action, scream will be loud as possible and in fact without other penalties for a reminder turn. Screaming is the purpose of the spell, including vocalizations of pain and teleportation equivalents. Creatures cannot scream, suffer the creatures without verbal communication or verbal, suffer the full effect of the spell. Oh, Jesus. Well, there goes my original plan. As for this dude, because now he has to make a concentration check. So first, let me do that real quick. Did it beat it or no?
Um, how do you calculate your this again? It's think it's 15.
Alright, Ty close the player, so no, he can't cast spells at this time. And because they're plus the other are fighting hellhounds, it's the fireball that's going to go your way, scrap. Magic bit. He has to use. They have to use some acid out to caltrops to get them off them.
Oh, so he was gonna hit me with
Yeah,
a.
he's gonna hit you with a fireball straight up. If Jim Pan didn't hit him with what you call it first.
Nice, good save, Jim Pan.
So acid splash on both the tigers. Sorry, pretty much all three targets. The hellhounds and the tigers. The tiger. Wow. Really?
That miss.
Fab, your go. Look, the dice want to tell
Okay.
their. Looks like the dice want to tell their story, and it's not in favor of the chefs.
Okay, snap into a Slim Jim. Arrgh!
Oh, you're gonna have to do it. I just shot. Nice. Finish him off.
Arrgh!
Come on, Jim. Come on, Kiri.
26.
Well, given the
And
fact that his AC is now 10, that hits.
Oh.
oops. I was attempting to roll my second attack.
Oh.
A 19
Yeah.
for the second attack. Okay, so
What the hell did you just do to this man?
for 28 points of damage.
He's battered, he's bruised, but
Arrgh!
surprisingly enough, you can still see the glint in his eyes. He's still not dead.
And Veb is just screaming, screaming, and screaming.
Yeah, he's screaming in pain, but
Veb is just like doing everything he can to bring attention to himself.
between
Oh.
Veb and the freaking chefs, I think everyone's paying attention now. Tiger go.
Let's see. So I erase that. Uh, 21 and 17.
They hit, and if the second team was the attack, he's knocked out.
So 9 and 14. So 23 points of damage.
Let me see if he's knocked out or dead.
Try to. Oh no,
He's
you can't
knocked
tell me
out. So I'm
Captain.
telling you right now. I'm just trying to see if he's dead. No, he's not. But he's knocked out.
Good kitty. Now get the other ones. Knock them out as well. Give you an extra large fish if you can knock them all out.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, during the chaos, rhythm, you hear that the bar is being attacked by the other four chefs, and the Gearman aren't took care of them. So in in 2 turns, assuming they're still alive, you control them as well.
Oh,
Shall
William
deal with
or
them.
me?
No, William.
Okay.
5-foot step, and that's the kitty's turn.
Alright, Mittens, go.
5-foot step. Conga line. Come on, 5-foot step down.
5-foot step down.
Crap. the classic conga line of death.
Well, the 19 probably hits.
You still get advantage,
I think in that one just
but
is a failure. Period.
That one always misses.
but that one still has
That one
to.
always misses.
But that one still has to force the normal 12 armor class. So yeah, that one still misses.
For 4 points of damage.
Okay. Will be all good, sir? Seawall? Sorry, not Seawall. Kiri?
Hello?
Will that be all good, sir?
That's all Mittens can do for now.
Alright. Scrap, it's your go.
Alright. Alright, which one is knocked out? It's this guy, right? That's knocked out.
This one's knocked out.
Okay.
This one and this
this dude's starting to show weak. Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Like this,
I'm actually gonna
this
go
one's the only one
for-
that's full strength. Well, as full as fighting off a freaking hellhound. But go ahead.
Yeah, I have a plan. I'm gonna aim for that guy again. The one that Kiri is trying to snap into a Slim Jim. I am gonna do.
I've already snapped into a Slim Jim. Let's turn the freaking tripe.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do study target. I am gonna do vital strike. I want to finish this fucker off.
Deadly aim as well.
Yes.
Yes, deadly aim.
So subtract 3 from your attack.
D20 plus with gives me a plus. How does a 36 do for hidden?
That'll hit. Yeah, for sure.
There's for attack roll or just your attack?
Just my attack. Does that hit him?
Yeah. Of course.
Now your damage will be like 2d12 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3. I
do believe that's it. Yeah. I also have this special that I could activate, but I'm not going to yet unless the others don't want to surrender. So, boop. 23 points of damage? How does he fare?
He doesn't. He knocked out.
Alright. With that, I'm going to look at the other two and be like, are you sure you really want to try this? We already have reinforcements coming in. You're facing off against hellhounds, a tiger, and a little death pony. Surrender now before we kill you both.
Intimidation with advantage.
Let's see what my intimidation is. It is a. Actually, yeah, this is gonna help me out because it was normally a 10 originally, and now I get a. How does an unnat 20 sound?
Dude, I can see the number. It's just a normal 20.
Normal.
The one at full health just takes off running. The other one still wants to fight.
Oh, coward! I'm gonna look at Jim Pan. Get one of those hellhounds to chase after him. At least get him caught so the Gearman can capture him. Oh wait,
Well, technically, it's
what about
his turn, so he could just he could just he could just have the hellhound help hold him until so he doesn't run on his next turn.
It's up to Jim Pan what he wants to do with the person.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's up to you, Jim Pan. What do you want to do with them? What do you want to do with the other two?
Who wanted to run away?
This you see this one starting to back. You see this one starting to back off. Like, you know what? Fuck this. And you see this one preparing a fireball.
This one I cast glitter dust.
Say again?
Glitter dust.
Victory, huh?
Glitter. Give me a second and the link.
Oh, glitter dust. Let me see if Roll 20 actually has that. As it slowly loads. Creatures outside the area. It's good. Each creature will take a reflex save. If creature is as invulnerable, well, obviously it's not.
The hellhound will attack.
So yeah, let me make reflex saves for this poor bastard. Uh, 18.
It will.
Say again.
Will negates blinds. Blinding only.
Will, not reflex.
Oh, sorry. In that case, let me just roll again.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, damn. It was not 20. Obviously, 22 shakes it off.
Hmm.
You still have 2 hellhounds. You just
Okay.
tackle them
First
real
one,
quick.
this one.
And remember, the hellhounds have an advantage. That hellhound has an advantage.
And fuck. And then next one miss. So 4 damage on this one.
All right.
A 6 to hit is a miss. Yes.
The
Well, it
other
was a nat
one, yeah,
one.
it's missed.
Yeah. It's my turn.
All right. All right, Chef's turn now. Step 101 looks at the area. It's like, fuck that, and starts to bounce. So one Hellhound gets an attack of opportunity. So go ahead.
One of them.
All right, 23 would definitely hit.
Yeah.
And the next one.
14 still hits.
So 8 damage to one.
But he's still no,
Okay.
one of them escaped. So this one disappears from the battlefield because the other one's going to try to hit Fireball. Because he's sick and tired of everyone's shit. So oh Jesus. Scrap, are you still alive?
How?
He has
Well,
to roll
first-
reflex.
Yeah, you should do that right now.
My reflex is well, this might actually help me. It's a plus 12 for my reflex.
Oh, so he passes by default, so
Just 21.
so 10 fire damage to you.
Hot.
Actually, it'd be 16.
Oh, that's right. 16 fire damage to you.
Yeah, there's no such thing as
Thanks.
crit. There's not really any critical damage with the fireball.
Is it 16? Ooh.
Yeah.
Was this the guy the one who cast it?
Yeah.
Did you do know that he just got 3 attacks of opportunity? He has to roll 3 independent concentration checks, right?
Right.
So
I don't think
pump
he's
the brake
going to
tie.
make it.
Yeah, pump the brakes tie. You gotta wait for 3 attacks of opportunity from everyone around him.
Poor fucker.
Yeah.
Why did you go after me? I know you hate me. But that was a dumb decision.
Ty?
Oh, what?
That one, that's his constitution.
Oh, damn it.
And Jesus Christ, these guys have 20. These guys have 30 to their constitution.
No, I don't.
Ty, you really need to stop. You really need to stop using those pre-built sheets. They're clearly horribly flawed. because these guys have 30 con because they got a +10.
I'll just use what I use usually, which is
Yeah.
just
So okay. So again, pump the brakes.
this.
And now we got to go to a concentration check. You hold on. Everyone has to attack first, because if they miss, the con check doesn't work. The concentration check is not needed. There are rules for it. So,
All right, so
this,
the first act so if we're going through the original gym pan, then he already gets tagged he already gets tagged for the first Hellhound, so you still have the Tiger and Mittens, and obviously if he goes down, then yeah.
well, no. Okay, injury. If you take damage while trying to cast a spell, which casting a spell in melee, obviously, unless it's if it's a touch attack, that's one thing. This is a range spell, so it automatically attack of opportunity. So there are 3 people around him that each get a chance. They each get a crack at him.
And Jim Pan
Then,
and the Hellhound already took his crack, so and it hits.
how much damage did the Hellhound do?
11.
Okay, so and what's the level of Fireball?
Not 11.
No.
So
What is the
not
level?
enough
What
to
is the
beat.
What is the level of the spell?
It's only 1.
Fireball is really a level 1 spell.
Well, level 3, but the best
Yeah,
the most
it's
basic
a third level. It's a third level wizard spell.
Yeah, I would say good third
So,
level versus spell. So yeah,
the
just the big.
concentration check's target is a DC of 10 plus the damage taken plus level of spell. So for the first one, he has to target a 24. He has to beat a DC of 24.
Which he's pretty much not going to do, but I'll try anyway.
Yeah. He fails.
Well, you see how the Tiger and the Hellhound, so go ahead.
Yeah, so.
Carrie? Gary?
Gary?
Is Gary
Oh,
still
no.
here?
Oh, no.
What?
No, just about Curie.
It could be he's having technical difficulties.
Alright, well, I could take control of the Tiger, but I can't control Mittens, so.
Yeah.
Crap, I didn't even make it seat for the Tiger. Okay, so I'll say this. After he gets his ass knocked down for trying to cast Fireball, the Gearman and William arrive.
Mm-hmm. There was one running off, right?
Yeah, so you actually see the other one running as we speak.
Well, good thing I'm on my Thunder Cycle.
Oh, no. Run his ass over.
I'm running him over with my Thunder Cycle. While the Gearmen deal with this guy over here. So.
Oh, no.
Do I even need a roll at this point?
I don't think I think it's impossible to not get a DC to not beat a DC 12 check with a Thunder Cycle.
I just run him over. I just run his ass over. I mean, we're also at combat over, so effectively.
And even if it's at full health, you could just run him over several times until he's unconscious. So I'll just wave that off.
What do I imagine? He runs him over and then just starts backing up, hits him, goes forward, hits him, goes back, hits him again.
As the Tiger Mittens are trying to enjoy their new snack.
Alright. I'm guessing that's combat over, I guess?
Yeah, combat's over.
Alright. So.
I will
First.
not use pre-built shit from now on.
Alright, first I will do
Unless it's spells, because spells then I'll use pre-built spells because that's straight from Roll 20.
Alright, so I'm gonna look at I'm gonna first look inside and see Gamer and Kyle, probably garden. I'm gonna look at the sister and Paladin, Major Paladin, and be like, are you two alright?
Yeah, what the hell happened out there?
Some former disgruntled employees from another business.
Let me step outside.
Yeah, it's safe now. And we'll go over and be like, William, I didn't think you would arrive this time.
Like, I recognize these people, former heroes. They didn't cut, so he run to restaurant dirts to work for a restaurant instead. Heard they're pretty skilled in magic, though.
I'm gonna look at them like, well, there are two that are knocked out, and a third. I'm gonna look over and just probably see all the bump marks from the motorcycle. I'm just gonna close down Roll 20 because I'm gonna have to get ready to go to work here soon. But I'm just gonna use Discord if that's alright.
Go ahead.
So I'm also gonna look at Gearman and Kyle and be like, good work there, Gearman. Thank you for protecting them.
Thank you. So I couldn't participate in the fight.
You kept people safe. Sometimes it's not all just about fighting; it's about protecting people too.
I understand. And he quietly goes back to the kitchen.
I have to figure out something for him. Well, thank you, gift. Alright, well, they head outside and look around. And there are 3 people knocked out, right?
2 people, including the one that the wind ran over and over again, yes, and 1 person. Unless what's it called comes back to say otherwise, it's probably being eaten by a tiger in mittens.
We kind of need all of them alive. I'll have to.
Well, technically, we'll all listen to you. Mittens is probably on. Probably Kiri has to take control of her.
Well, I'll definitely bribe the tiger with a nice juicy raw steak.
She smiles, looks at the freaking chef, and just picks up the steaks and walks back to her corner.
And give her a nice little belly rub and be like, "That's a good girl. Who's a good girl?" That's just give her a nice belly rubs, little chin scratches too.
And I'm going to assume Norse dismisses the hellhounds.
Yeah.
Hello there, William. Didn't think this would happen so soon. Well, as you can see, I'm just gonna point out, these were the terminated shifts from that one business. I'm guessing they were here to try to kill us, but failed miserably.
Yes, I had my own little adventure down by the docks.
Oh, did they also try to ambush you as well?
You want? I'll let you describe what happened to the freaking the bartender once you eliminate the chefs.
Well, that was quite simple. He grabbed my coat, and then about a dozen rifles popped up, and then a dozen repeating muskets were pointed at him. Steam muskets were pointed at him.
I'm guessing he thought twice about that as soon as he heard all the caulking of rifles.
Yes, he rethought his life choices and has been put into our custody.
Well, these former workers, I guess you can say, definitely tried to ambush us. They were going after. I'm gonna point at Jim Pan. They tried to fire an arrow, missed horribly, and that alerted me to basically we were being under attack. And
Hmm.
I during the fighting, I ordered Gearman Kyle to basically protect the sister and Major Paladin.
Good work.
It was one hell of a business introduction because they wanted to chat with you about the Gearman.
Mhm.
And then this happened, so. But yes, there are two. What should we do with the prisoners? I mean, there's a couple that are knocked out. What should we do with them?
We'll contain them at the castle for now.
Alright. Well, since the sister and Major are here, I guess you can talk to them. I can take over the Gearmen from here and escort them to the castle hold.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at the Gearmen there with. I'm gonna be like, alright, you, and you. I'm just gonna point out like 4 different Gearmen. Help me get these guys into restraints.
Mhm.
We're gonna get or not Thunder Sky School,
Steam wagon.
Steam wagon. We're gonna request for a steam wagon.
Yep.
And I'm gonna look at the Paladin sister like, I am so sorry you had to see that. But in good news, William's here. So if you want to talk business, please do so. I gotta attend with other work, as you can see. I'm just gonna just nod my head down at the prisoners now.
I'm not. Obviously, I'm not exactly a fan of violence, but this is the world we live in. I have to accept this. I have to accept.
Yeah.
And before you leave, she heals you back to full health.
Thank you, sister.
No problem.
Sorry you had to. I'll make sure to make you another hearty meal next time you come by. Anything you request, I'll try to make it to the best of my abilities.
Thank you very much. Until next time. Until next time, good sir.
Until next time, look at the others. Look at the gamer and be like, all right, let's get these maggots in there. Just chuck them in the steam wagon and start going to the castle.
Yep.
And that is where my turn will end. Nice playing with you guys. I gotta go to work.
No problem.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, have fun.
Take care.
Once things have calmed a little bit, and I'll wait for things to calm, and preferably us back at the castle. Where no prying ears and things of that sort.
Alright, so I'll just teleport you back to your main city.
Yep, and then we'll have the guys contained, and I'll just kind of look to Veb and North and go. I have a bit of an idea if you are willing to get involved in some darker machinations. Kiri?
Carrie Jimpan?
Sorry.
Sure. Well, we've been making good progress with pulling people towards our ideology, but there's only so much convincing can do. I was thinking these gentlemen are pretty powerful magic users. decently powerful at least, we could use a few tricks to adjust their psyches, make them, let's go with more unstable. Use them as
Wait. As a DM, more unstable? Have you seen the episode I put up
I'm
with things? That's as much as stable as I can get. But go ahead.
we make sure they have equipment and what they need, and we get them to start a magic supremacist society, one that is terroristic in its nature. We allow them to escape after we adjust their personalities, and then we allow certain events to happen in the city. Specifically, the school has a lot of non-magic user children studying there. One of them was clearly powerful with a fireball, and we could utilize that, and we could make sure that a couple of them survive the second capture and disappear into the Sorcerer Kingdom to cause them trouble, cause magic supremacists to become more prominent. Thus, non-magic users will flock to us because we're the only option, the only group that'll accept them, that treats them fairly. Or is that do you think it's a bit too early to try that?
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. I'm just sitting here watching the show.
Wouldn't take much. I mean, these men are already pretty unstable. Wouldn't take much time to prep them for that, and orchestrating their escape would be child's play since we control the security. We would just need to wait to have some time and make sure that they're on a bit of a leash, if that makes any sense. Not much of one. Obviously, we don't want any connections to us. But if we have them stage attacks on certain things, make it look like we've been attacked, other non-magic users are attacked, could lead to a boost in our recruitment, as well as a better adoption of our ideology.
Sure.
We can start their preparations now.
Want to?
So, I guess since Kiri's not here and Jimpan, you're not objecting to it, I'm presuming. So you're fine with this course of action.
But how do we know that we'll just think they are idiots or crazy people? Not because of magic.
Well, they're powerful users. We'll have to find somebody that is decently strong in magic, that's also fairly mentally with it. Somebody to lead them. We do have a decently powerful magic user, but she's presumed dead, so we can't use her. We'll have to maybe do a little bit of research into existing magic supremacist societies, see if we can't capture one of them and make a splinter group. For now, I'll start preparing them at the very least in their for their work. So I'll go downstairs and we'll basically strap them into the chairs and do the hypnosis stuff to them.
Okay.
And this one is, I'm not trying to make them loyal to us, so I'm assuming it's going to be a lot easier to.
Like what I said when I interrupted, they're already insane. So
Yeah.
So
all I have to do is.
So you don't even have to
Yeah.
roll. So you don't have to roll to
Yeah, I'm trying to basically make terrorists. Is what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make.
So you don't even have to roll to basically
Yeah.
make them the full blown terrorists. They were already hanging that that path, and we just push them
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm just pushing them along into hating anyone that isn't decently powerful in magic. So, also, I want to put a nice stake. I'm also going to make them have a hatred for divine casters, seeing them as not true magic users. So I'll have them they'll be attacking churches, non-magic users. I'm trying to basically
So
make
basically, the paladins, unless
Yeah.
they're non-divine paladins,
There's no such thing as a non-divine paladin. All
like
paladins are
yeah,
defined by that very
so the
note.
paladins, the
Yeah.
churches, and sister, and Lee
Yeah.
Sell herself since she's pretty much
Yeah.
a super cleric.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said, we're basically going down the road of they're going to hate all non-magic users and have a general disdain for divine casters. So we'll do that. And you said there's so now I need to do some quiet research. I'm assuming that our underworld contact, our underworld guy, has that kind of information on magical supremacist societies.
He has a cup. He has a couple. Ironically, this might actually fit in with the twin storyline because one of the most prominent uses is in Starlight City.
Mm-hmm. Well, for now, we got to capture somebody that's near top of the organization, but has either been denied advancement. Basically, the person that would want to splinter off is what we need. Somebody that wanted power but was denied it, and now it makes sense why they would splinter off.
Ah.
Yeah. So, and we don't have a lot of time before that they're going to be demanding we turn these guys over, so we got to do this quick. So.
Alright, well, like I said, it literally takes absolutely nothing but a little mind manipulation to pretty much finish off the push to terrorism.
For them, yeah, we'll keep them contained for now. So now we've just got to find their leader, and maybe get them a few some more sympathetic lackeys. So.
Alright, if you actually want to find a magic supremacist group, then roll a history check.
Knowledge history?
Yeah.
That's one of mine. It's do we have any bonuses since we probably have a pretty good library in the city at this point?
I'll say yes.
So that's what, +2?
Yeah.
30. I think we found something pretty good.
Okay, so while most of Magic Supremacist group is in Starlight City, you do find a few right in the West Coast the old mob business, if you will.
We're on the west, aren't we?
The East building. Sorry, the East town,
yeah.
where the old mob
which is also I think a partial economic ruin these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because that's when they start to move in, like the map, like we're taking over because the person who's in charge of this town is disappeared and freaking the king's an asshole.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look for somebody that's like a third or fourth in command, somebody who definitely has power and charisma, but isn't, but is being denied advancement because there's people above them, and there's only so much more room to go up.
I say I'll use that 30. I'll say it's not exactly that hard to find an upper lieutenant.
Yeah. So. Got it. So I guess we'll quietly capture them, and then one night, basically capture them. But the thing is, we're gonna have to catch and release. So we're gonna have to do this in one night, manipulate them in one night, and then maybe do some finish off the next night if it didn't quite take. So we'll have to use a couple of additional. I'm assuming that there's some additional tricks we can use to try to speed this up a little bit.
If you're clever of it, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, a combination of electroshock while hypnosis. There's a possibility the person becomes a blithering idiot at the end of it, just because they don't have any mental functions anymore. But why do I wouldn't care. So I'm assuming capturing them is not much of an issue with what we've got resource wise.
No, like you said, the towns are run, so there's
Yeah.
very little police force.
Yeah.
And police force that are there is pretty much protecting nobles.
Yeah. Or it is Gearmen, which we control.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, what we'll do is we'll dress up, wearing like robes and things like that. So we're obviously so they don't have a connection to us, and we'll make the stuff look. I'll fake the stuff to make it look like it's something magical in nature. Just so that they don't suspect that it was the Gearman that did this in case memories ever come back. So the person's strapped to the. I'm assuming the person's strapped to the chair, and then we got the kind of weird pattern thing that's ready to be spun up.
Like, what the hell is this? Is
You are being awakened. Being awakened, child, to the true path. Are you ready?
Like, my true path is the path of magic.
Yes, but you need to be awakened to the truth behind it. You must help it spread by any means. Those with no magic at all should not even be considered. They are tools for the magic users to use. Those with divine magic are being gifted.
Oh please! My only goal is to dismantle the Sorcerer Council and put a new council that pretty much dismisses non-magic users as lower class citizens. Just because her late husband was a freaking non-magic. Not only a non-magic user, he can't use magic at all without getting hurt. Doesn't mean that she should be in charge no matter how powerful she is. And where's the person that should be guarding this era anyway? He's gone.
Good. Very good.
No one heard.
We need to refocus your mind, though, and then we'll begin the process. So shocks are applied while hypnosis, and basically I'm trying to focus his hatred a bit more towards the Gearmen and their limited magic or non-magic way of living. Basically, make us the victims as much as possible, while they still have a general dislike for the council. I'm going to try to weaken his dislike of the council, if it makes any sense. More specifically,
in that case, you need to try roll a check for him to stop disliking the council.
Well, he dislikes it. Instead of overthrowing the council, he wants to support certain members of it, and have like partial reformation. Basically soften him on the council, but ratchet up his dislike of non-magic users, as well as have a general disdain for divine casters. So, what was it? Is it my intelligence plus my level as a steam right for the invention?
Yeah, because
I'm not worried about making him. Do I get any bonuses for not caring about?
It's basic because some that is still installed. Yeah. He's still scared to the Montos because they're freaking necromancers. A's not exactly a fair lady sailor, and she is divine magic.
Yeah. So. Okay. So yeah, and here we go. So obviously my intelligence plus my steam right level, and do I get any other bonuses since I don't care if he lives or dies through this process? Because I'll just find somebody else.
No, still basic.
Okay. 32. Damn.
Okay, you convert him to at least not hate the other 3 members of the council that he doesn't fear or hate already.
Basically, my goal is he may not like them. He just wants to push them to be more aggressive against non-magic users, or he wants them to step down and have somebody take their place. I don't want him attacking the council directly, because I want it to seem like maybe the council has some sort of tacit support for this. I'm trying to dirty up the council and dirty up magic users worldwide. Is kind of my long-term goal on this one. So.
But yeah, with that 32, he doesn't hate say who's the other 3? I know Tabla. Let me bring up the other 3 council members.
Yeah.
And see if I can fucking find them. Oh, here it goes. He doesn't hate Tabula, Sailor, or Norse. He doesn't hate Tabida, Winston, or Norse as much. He still hates Sailor, but like I said, that's because he uses divine magic, and he doesn't hate Tabitha, Norse, or Rayla much.
Mm-hmm.
He still hates Sailor because he is a knife producer, and anyone with a brain fears Winston.
Yeah. Well, so basically, I pretty much created this leader. He's ready to break away from his current group, and
Yeah.
I'll basically tell him there are 4 hidden in the castle that are in the castle in the western city in Springwood. They will be your first 4 disciples, child. Disciples of the true way.
Thank you very much. Is there any?
We will arrange for them while in transit to be easier to capture.
For the glory of magic.
Yes. So.
We're world force sorceress black to change her ways.
Very good.
And Lady Cole to finally step down.
Very good.
By force if necessary. Come my fellow things. There's a new sorcerer.
I'm guessing we've released him and we're just observing him from a distance right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep tabs on him because we know who he is, what he's up to, and then we'll release him on the world. So I'm assuming that we went during the transfer, Gearmen are handling it, and then this guy with I'm assuming a couple of his followers from his current organization break away to make the true way, and they're able to win. And I'm assuming that because the Thunder Scouts are weak. The Thunder Scouts are weak magic users, and a lot of the Gearmen are non. So basically, the convoys attacked.
Yeah, pretty much the magic supremacist leader, new leader, teaches the chefs how to use their magic skills properly, so they're now more lethal, as well as obviously give them proper armor.
And we'll keep tabs on them using the underworld just to make it, and also try to direct them towards targeting our school as one of their first acts, if possible. And what I'll do is I will before this. I'm assuming the magical schools only limited the numbers they have. Basically, I'm going to play up before we let these guys get released by the escape. What I'll be releasing is basically a pamphlet recommending that there should be an artificial limit to the number of people taught magic each year, because there are clearly unstable individuals learning magic. Basically start preparing the concept of.
Okay, I'm going to say it right now.
Regulate magic.
When that comes across Chavda's desk, she pretty much laughs and says,
Yeah.
No. If that
Well,
was the case,
again,
I would not
I'm
be.
not trying to convince her. I'm getting the information out there. It's just kind of a basically. I'm trying to set myself up as the prophet. Warning, and I'm going to be very soft, saying, "Look, we need more limitations on who can learn advanced magic." Because clearly there are unstable and dangerous individuals. I'll give the example of that. Look, they attacked. We got lucky that we were able to surround them, thus preventing them from casting. But a lot of innocent people could have been hurt because of these guys. 23. Just as I said, it's basically a broadsheet circular, kind of an essay that I'm releasing as just basically a quiet warning that if we're not careful, these individuals could hurt a lot of innocent people or even target them.
Okay, so the port city, the one that's actually
Yeah.
was affected,
Yeah.
is thinking about, okay, maybe it should get a good idea.
Like magic, like they're talking about Magic Registration Act.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But obviously, the farther away you get,
yeah.
the
But
more
again,
people
the
actually
idea is
know.
the seed is there. The
Yeah.
seed is there. That's what we're going for, and I don't know how long it's going to take them. And then there's the escape, which will be reported. I won't really talk about that. I'll just or try to see. I told you. No, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm merely that one's just going to be reported in our paper as some it's suspected that a friend of these individuals did this. It's tragic. It's sad, and the Gearmen are working with the Kingdom security to try to figure out where these guys made it off to. Obviously, we're making sure that they have, I wouldn't call it safe haven, but don't have but have no real issues in hiding, if that makes any sense. While we wait for them to probably attack the school that's teaching non-magic kids. So, the question is how long, and during that time, I guess I'll be just. I guess I'll get back to what I was doing, which is trying to improve the port city a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically the port city is going to get some upgrades. First off, we're going to get some more docking set up. I also want to set up a second warehousing facility similar to the one we have up here in the on the outskirts of the town here. The one that's
Yeah.
concrete corrugated metal, basically a more modern or steampunky style warehouse. Right, that's part of a rail yard.
I'll put the Emso's part since it's the only thing we have in Port City, but
Yeah.
eventually I'll do a
Yeah,
full city.
So I'm gonna do basically I'm gonna design a new facility
Actually,
with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna design a new, if this makes sense, a new docking area that I'm planning that's just a little bit further south. That that is specifically designed for more advanced cargo. So there's going to be warehouses there now, and as well as additional train lines. So we're going to have a bypass train line, so that the port that exists currently in the city, we could convert it to small cargo ships, and like a marina for like pleasure boats and things like that. Because I'm assuming more and more people are developing those little kind of speedboat patrol boat things in their free time. So I want to kind of turn that into kind of a little touristy thing, That makes any sense, Ty?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, here's the designing phase. 40 to design the new facilities.
Oh, I might have to get to work on making two things now.
Well,
not just the bar, but actually
yeah.
the actual Port City, not just this.
Yeah,
thing.
basically we're doing. I call it the Southern Maritime District. Maritime Mercantile, the Southern Maritime Mercantile District, or the SMM, the SMMD, is what the maps will mark it as. The Southern Maritime Merchants District, Maritime Merchants District, or the SMM District. So we can focus on the northern part of the city more for hospitality, light industry, housing. So there's as well as kind of some smaller markets. Does that make any sense, Ty?
Yeah.
light commercial, whereas much heavier commercial and industrial is to the south. Just kind of urban planning, if it makes any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, not only that, but we can have the. That means we can also have the rail line that comes from these guys over here branch off, so they can send their products that are going to market directly to this district, so they don't have to be sorted up here anymore. So we're increasing efficiency. Is my plan. It's a smaller warehouse here because there's bigger warehouses up here for obvious reasons. So yeah. Also, yeah, because we got these guys going through here. So basically, we're upgrading the rail nexus. I'm assuming 40 is more than enough to design
that's
that.
more than enough to do all that.
Yeah, and then construction begins. I'm assuming more jobs, more investors are coming in. Everyone's happy about the new trade and stuff like that.
Yeah, you back, Carrie?
I don't think so.
I thought that was Carrie. Never mind. Anyway.
And then that D4, is that the number of months before those guys started causing trouble?
Yeah, actually that's you hit that news right on the head.
Yeah.
About 2 months later, you see Gearman 1, someone's attacking the magic school. Someone's attacking the school. Lord Bloodplague is here helping, but even a badass paladin like that is not going to be enough. We need help fast.
I'll send what units I can, and what I'll do is I'll basically. I'm not going to make an obvious mistake, but I'm going to act like I'm being a bit overcautious, if that makes any sense, because there's a lot of unknowns. And specifically send a little bit too few people to deal with this problem while simultaneously having other people covering other, facilities.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that because you hear another transmission.
Yeah.
Gearman, this is Portside. Come in.
What is it?
We're here at the church We're here at the church right now, fending off crazy magic users.
We're already engaged at the school. We'll send what we can. Just hold on as best you can.
Thank God Lee Hart and Lee Seiler and Lee Cole are proficient healers, or we'll be dead. We'll hold on. Thanks.
Yeah. So, okay. So it kind of what's I'm assuming we'll be able to capture a couple of the people in the end, but most make it away, doing serious damage to people.
Yeah.
How many corpses am I going to be able to stand on, especially kids?
This number will be cut in half because Sella and Hart could just go there and start resurrecting people, start with the children, but...
You do realize that's 5,000 gold a res, right?
I said...
remember,
Sella Cole is also rich because she's part of the council.
Again, 5,000 gold a person. You do realize that is insanely expensive, right?
I know.
Even for super powerful characters, it's just I'm just pointing out that
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me. Mike. The game last week is like, we're literally give up diamonds left or right to make sure everyone gets through their fight. So yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure, because the thing is, remember, I need a lot of dead innocent people for this plan to work, and I really don't want it to be spoiled by you snapping your fingers at the GM. Again, it's one of those things that, I'm just as
okay.
As a player,
all right, 62 are dead, but Sal and Cole and Hart managed to resurrect the other mostly kids, but not all. But it can't.
Well, again, I'm pointing out that Raise Dead is an exceedingly expensive spell in Pathfinder.
Oh, right. So
the most basic one, it's 5,000 gold. I just want you to realize, not only that, but it takes a minimum a 10th level cleric to cast this. So it's one of those things that I'm pointing out that there's a reason.
So only
Yeah.
Sala can cast this, which
Yeah.
means
You might be able to get away with a breath of life on a couple people. Yeah, if you're, breath of because
couple of kids, and especially
Yeah.
your teachers are still alive because
Yeah.
well, I worked hard to make sure they
Yeah, exactly.
characters, but
Because again, well, breath of life is also at 10th levels. Is for 10th level clerics and up.
yeah, but the rest is but it's
Yeah.
pretty much the second. But
Yeah.
Heart just looks like this is the second bloodbath I heard in 6 months.
Yeah.
She still remembers the bloodbath that the
Yeah.
orc caused down
Yeah.
south, and now she's a little bit more, let's just say, PTSD'd.
Yeah. Well, it's also weakening. So yeah. So I would say that the raised dead is not viable because again, it's 5,000 gold, man. That is a lot of gold.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And because it's 10th level, only
Yeah.
Sala can do that, and
Yeah.
she going grace dead so much.
Yeah. So
Like
a
I said,
handful might be saved, but yeah.
For the sake of not deleting major characters, I say all the major characters survive, but
Yeah.
children and secondary teachers, they're not going to.
Oh yeah. And I'm assuming massive. Yeah. So yeah. So it's just
You see a couple of the chefs blown to hell too because remember one of them is a freaking.
Were any of these terrorists captured alive?
Yeah. The only thing that's not captured alive is the one that your lovely alchemist blew to hell with bombs.
Yeah. And I'm guessing they're being grabbed, ranting and raving and screaming about the true way is here, finally here. You will all submit, kind of thing.
Yeah. By the time you arrive, when they're screaming and ranting, your alchemist is preparing another bomb to blow them his way.
No, I stop them, but I also record what they're saying on one of my little audiographs.
Wait, what? Like, you see how many dead kids there are, right? They deserve to die.
I will basically shove her up against the kind of do the grab and shove up against the wall kind of thing and go. We will not stoop to their level.
Damn it. She puts away her bomb and goes back to her classroom to calm the students down.
Yeah. Look, you're an alchemist. Focus on trying to help people. We got severe burns. As I'm looking at I'm guessing the building's partially in flames right now.
Yeah.
As firefighters are trying to stop it.
Yeah. Let me. Class, we got an emergency project.
Yeah.
And then she explains to help cure wounds and burn damage.
Yeah.
But this is what we need right now.
Yeah. So I'm guessing basically, the hospital's probably, triage mode. A lot of kids dead. A couple of breaths of life. Brought some back from the brink, but most people didn't quite make it. Because again, fireball is a hell of a spell.
Yeah.
So fireballs, I should say. So we'll
Oh, you didn't know? Oh yeah, I guess you figured out that all of them have fireball.
Yeah, they use several castings of it. I'm guessing, or a couple castings of it. So. Yep, and then
and to protect themselves, they also have wall of ice.
Yeah. So, as I said, a couple are dead. Couple are one is captured and the rest escaped, including the leader, which is good. So, yep, and then so we'll get the building under control. I'll actually go to Sister Heart. I'm assuming she's shocked disbelief.
She's between that and I'm going to call the massacre, the bloody bar massacre. She's in PTSD mode right now.
Yeah. I'll just kind of go up to her, and pull her into a hug, I know what I'm doing. I deep down know what I'm doing. I caused all of this, but I don't care. And justify the means. They eventually they would have done this anyway, so I just sped up the clock.
Another one by magic user this time. What the hell is wrong with people?
I'll
What the hell?
she's in a vulnerable state, so I'm actually going to. People are scared that the times are changing. That we will eventually supplant them. You've seen the wonders that have been created here already. Imagine what we could do in a few decades. And I'm going to use Bluff to. Basically, I'm using this as a springboard to try to kind of get her more towards my side.
Obviously, with advantage because
33.
I
Ooh,
was about to say with advantage because she's in
Yeah.
PTSD, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we need to stop this. No more bloodshed. I know. I'm saying the bar that I'm used to fighting with heroes and adventurers coming to our church to heal, but not like this.
I'll just keep her
Like
close and negotiate.
an older couple that just pissed off a bar owner and got cut down with a bunch of like you see that bar like it's literally covered in blood, and now this skull is covered in blood with children and innocent teachers.
It'll be okay. We'll try to prevent this from happening. Just stay with me. Stay with me, and focus on those that need your help right now. You're a good healer. Focus on saving those you can.
I try to have I would if only I could use if
Yep.
only I could use resurrection like Lee Cole could, but
And you know how expensive that spell is, even with a master. It is exceedingly expensive. It can't solve everything. Magic can't solve everything. And thinking it can, well, look where it's getting. Look what it got. And basically kind of gesture to the burning building.
she nods and like I will go to the hospital to help those who could. Some of the parents are coming well since they also have healing. Some of the parents are coming well since they also have healing magic.
Yeah.
As well as some of the other
It'll
sisters from
at
our
the very
from your order.
it'll at the very least buy it will definitely save some of the some it'll definitely save some. Focus on that. So and then so what I'll do when she's run off to do all of that, I'll basically help in disaster relief. Basically, I'll use it would be diplomacy to kind of rally people.
Yeah, with advantage because you have three
Yeah.
very powerful let's just say public figures on your side.
Yeah. 22. I'm going to re-roll. No, I'm at 22. I'm assuming a 20 is probably enough in this case to begin with. So, yeah. 22 should be enough to rally people.
Yeah.
Mainly, I'm trying to tap into the whole, we need to band together and, we need to band together and kind of, get through this together kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
Get those fires out, get those fires out, find parents so they can go to the hospital to help, to help claim kids identify, things like that. Basically, make sure that anyone who has medical training knows to go to the hospital to help. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, pretty much Sister Heart's aura comes by to go to the hospital to help. Couple of clerics that Lady Coles personally teaches goes by to help. And they even had to split up some of the brethren class early.
Yeah.
To get their paladin's blessing so it could go to help as well. There's also one person walking around looking at the dead bodies.
The necromancer?
Bingo. He even looks at the freaking lake. He even looks at them. He even looks at Major Blossom like, so about my Paladin Lynch project. No.
Yeah. I'll actually walk up to the arcane caster and say, "Sir, it'd be best if you're not in town right now." Then I'm being legitimately honest with him.
Like, okay, and they left.
Yeah,
Like,
it's basically it's kind of the general. The people are in an uproar. I will keep them from going full on violent, but it's one of those things that passing arcane casters are at minimum are going to be getting a lot of cold shoulders and sorry, we don't serve your kind around here, unless they're already part of the community, which are basically the arcane casters that agree with the ideology.
yeah.
So yeah, and once things have calmed a little bit, I'll release another broadsheet because of the. Do I get a bonus?
Yeah, because right now, right now, Major Bloodstone and Winston Ward are arguing about making a making an undead into a paladin.
Yeah. So I'm gonna re-roll that. Really? That's
I'll
what the
give you
advantage.
another reroll just because
Yeah.
I didn't expect two.
20. Yeah, 17 to 38 with a plus 5 advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, as I go through several draft, I finally come up with a broadsheet. Basically, this one is kind of the righteous fury, righteous indignation, saying, what this was warned about that there are unstable people being taught advanced magic, and then there's the quotes from the guy captured at the scene, one of these followers of one of these true way fanatics that killed children. Basically, I'm trying to convince the world, trying to convince more people to come to us. I'm weakening the Sorcerer Council, strengthening my own. I warned them that they should consider limitations on who can learn magic, because there are clearly unstable people learning magic. That I'll kind of subtly throw in there the whole that seem to be threatened by the march of an alternative. Basically, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. They don't like technology, kind of thing.
Oh boy. Well, that
Yeah,
would be interesting, and
yeah,
obviously
yeah, yeah,
that number plus literally two
yeah,
massacres within 6 months.
yeah,
Even if one of them wasn't done by magic, is done by a
yeah.
magical weapon.
Oh yeah. Yep. And I'll just kind of watch how public opinion starts shifting. I'm presuming there's going to be a lot of new people coming to this town. More people volunteering for the Gearmen.
Uh, yeah. Let me see how many will volunteer. This is doubled,
Yeah.
so 60.
Wow, we're still in the double digits only. Damn. Yeah. So I'm
Like
also wondering.
the before you done that, uh, Winston just looks at you like, so just to let you know, my daughter and my first lieutenant is reading one of your books. Very interesting. And then he just walks off back to the port.
Are you talking about the Constitutional Monarchy book? The
Yes,
political
of
theory behind it?
course.
No. It's an interesting concept. She was concerned with. The princess was concerned with some, when her father passes, about what would happen next. Her brother has no interest. He's just chosen to be a teacher, which I commend him for. But she was worried about the concept of absolute monarchy's power, and I showed her that there's another path.
Uh, well, for the sake of this kingdom, for the sake of this kingdom, I hope that she makes a better queen than he does a king.
I have confidence that she would.
Uh,
She actually.
Also, Gearman, very interesting. The only thing I have against, and some of her plans are very interesting as well. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Just remember that prisoners belong to me. Like there's some fates worse than death. Just
There always has.
saying.
There always
And
has
then
been.
quietly walks off. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So.
like I only came here to help, since technically I could help technically I could heal too, but I see my job is done.
Yeah. So, what is the official response from the Sorcerer's Council to the True Way?
Oh, they're oh the oh other than him like flipping off, the the Grand Sorcerer is livid.
Is
Like
she going
he's
to
like
implement
she
limitations
like
on
by
who can enter
the
the
by
school?
next time we go to Oso's bar and every other bar, all
Yeah.
these are public enemy number one. Find them, capture them, kill them. If not, don't kill them because they want to send them to South Smith to for Winston to torture.
Yeah. Hmm. I'll just continue kind of doing the whole, that
Like
kind of
so,
kind of
yeah.
continue pushing. This
Every
is clearly not.
so yeah.
Even if you capture them, what about the next group? We need to limit who can have magic. Basically, just kind
She
of
pretty much
using
counters by
check.
saying
Yeah.
like so you're going to condemn the entire thing of magic just for some few knuckleheads. Really?
No, I am saying we limit who can have magic. That you need to be more careful with who is taught it.
Like, look at me. I'm a fat plenty brains shouldn't be adventuring, and now and now me and my late husband are known as dragon killers for a reason. Don't you think if you're limited magic, I would be taught none?
You probably would have been fine. You're, from what I can tell, a stable individual. I'm talking about those that possess the true way. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that we ban magic. I'm saying that we limit who has access to it. Have more stringent tests to go to your school. Psychological screening. Make sure they're not unstable. Maybe even have an active registry of who has magic, so they're easier to track down if they do go off the handle.
At this point, she is still furious, so probably not the best time to talk to her.
Yeah.
But not furious because of
The thing is,
not furious
this
because
actually,
of you. Furious
I would
because of
argue this,
what?
this is
Because of
actually
two
playing
back to
into my
back things.
hand.
Because
Yeah,
of two back to back things that happened.
yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm basically using that kind of her anger, and basically kind of doing the whole she's clearly biased and unwilling, is kind of the position that I would be putting in my general essays. Clearly, the sorceress, she's willing to capture these criminals, which is commendable, but she seems unwilling to try to prevent this from happening in the future. Basically, I'm trying to use emotional manipulation and use her anger, because she's clearly not controlling herself, as kind of a tacit evidence to that.
Oh, one more thing. Oh, forgot to
Yeah.
say one more thing because this will actually be on this wheelhouse.
Mhm.
The 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 two that are dead. Winston walked up and turned them into undead,
Okay.
as and they're almost screaming in pain, like, "Oh, this is going to be. Oh, don't worry. You get used to the pain soon enough." Like,
Mm.
attacking children. Really?
Yep. Yep.
I had to come down here to
Mhm.
administer justice.
Yep. So yeah, well,
So yeah, they're alive. They're undead, and let's just
yeah,
say Howling Fury has
yeah.
nothing on the
Mhm.
torture Winston's putting them through right now.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just watching public. I'm going to watch the public opinion regarding this. As also remember, over time, we're going to be quietly making sure the Sorcerer Council can't quite get their hands on these guys. If that makes any sense, you know,
Okay,
make sure.
like I said before,
Yeah,
this town is fully on your side.
yeah.
This town might be fully on our
We
side.
no, this is our headquarters.
All right,
How do we
sorry.
not have our
These two towns are fully on
Yeah.
your side.
This one heavily indebted to us. I know
Yeah.
that much. Yeah.
Hope City might be on your side because the earlier massacre,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the rest is gonna take a bit to get.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a bit.
Mhm. Yeah. What's the king's response to this?
He doesn't give a shit.
Got it. He doesn't care.
he
Yeah.
he's just like, the only thing he says is, well, that's what they get for that's what they get for being poor and undignified. Uh, they the families still have to pay the taxes. I don't care.
Yep. We'll make sure that those are. What we'll do is out of our own kind of profits, we'll quietly get the money to those families to make to make sure that they don't that they're well cared for. Again, just more quiet public PR to make sure this town stays in us. I'm assuming again this is becoming more and more steampunk at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing state of the fashion of clothing. It's they're emulating the gearmen more and more.
Yeah.
Clothing style similar to it. So yeah, that's what I want to see. Good. I would like to check on the mines, see how they're doing. Any more room for improvement, or are they
It's pretty much maxed out. A couple of the mayors tried to go to upper north, but they didn't come out. Well.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll still keep that as a possibility. I've got to continue to design something that can handle that cold, which we haven't come up with anything yet. So, yeah, that's not till like 12th level.
Yeah, like I said, 12th level, you could go up there. Assuming you actually could build the thing, you could go up there.
Yeah. Well, there's two options. We can either go with the air route with the dirigible, flying over the cold ground and just have extra portable boilers to make sure that we're kept warm, and then just have the vehicle, with the cold anti-cold coating. So that's one option. Another would be we have the ground expedition with the fully enclosed vehicle. It does something similar, but it's on the ground instead. So, but for now, I'll continue to try to recruit for the Gearmen just to increase their numbers as much as possible, as well as I'm assuming I will, after all the tragedy is down, the Paladin and Sister Hart would be wanting to talk to me regarding Gearmen providing security in Hope Valley. You said,
Yeah, they find like first like first insane chefs trying to kill your friends, and then those insane chefs is trying to listen. Listen, this is me without any alcohol, so you know it's serious. We literally had two tragedies within 12 months, within 6 months. The paladins that I brought here are nowhere near ready. I had to go back to school to have them trained properly to sword fight and use
how long?
power.
How long does it take? How long does it take your paladins in order to be trained?
A fully trained paladin usually about a year and a half, depending on their gods.
A gearman could be trained in 3 months or less. Why don't we establish a new gearman? Why don't we establish a new school in Hope Valley, run by the gearmen? Because at the very least, we can provide troops, auxiliaries to your paladins. At the very least, extra bodies to throw at the problem. Along with sending a contingent in the meantime. Because the thing is, anyone can learn how to maintain a backpack boiler.
Sister Hart says, but I'm pretty sure Lisa is going to yell at me, but on behalf of the representatives of Hope Valley, we accept your offer.
I'll send some of my I'll send some of my better lieutenants out there to try better lieutenants out there to set it up. Then, so we'll set up a new Steam Academy out there that'll have a gearman school attached to it. We'll send You could also expect potentially increases in infrastructure in the regions as well. Better roads, rail lines. We'll provide whatever technical assistance we can. But I must insist. But
can you do us one favor first?
what's that?
Can you burn that bar? It's literally a stinking reminder of our failures.
Which bar is she referring to?
The bar that the old elderly couple was before the orc walked in and pretty much nearly murdered everyone.
Yeah. I will
Pretty much the bar that's pretty much whose whose thing whose wood is soaked in blood.
Oh yeah. We'll buy the building, demolish it, and replace it with with a regional headquarters for for Gearman.
Very well.
Yeah, so, and then with this tacit approval, basically we're going to use this as just a way to get our another tentacle out there, and propagandize more people. So, yep, and we're not an invading army. No, of course not.
No, because they actually asked you. Because ironically, the Paladin incident I actually made up actually makes sense because now all the Paladins have to be retrained, which means all the Paladin cycle has been pushed back by like a year and a half.
Yeah, and what we can do in the meantime is we can just start training up gearmen rapidly to supplant them. Set up a new hospital out there. Set up a new school. New factories. Basically, we're spreading our influence. Obviously, it'll all be owned by the Gearman Guild, but that's just how we're going. That's just how we operate.
Like,
so what we'll do is so the secrets don't get out. The secrets don't get easily out. What we'll do is anyone that has advanced technical expertise above general factory worker stuff that wants specialized training will come to our academy here, where we know we can indoctrinate them. Whereas we'll start the slow indoctrination of Hope Valley.
Like they're discussing one more time. Like I know that we had to break one of the rules of them. Pretty much the rule is that the Paladin Academy is there, but they couldn't have any personal like guards or anything like that. But because of the situation, they have no choice but to hire from outside.
Yeah. Well, that's where the gearmen come in. I'm going to I'm assuming I get a bonus for my check for my philosophy for it to start spreading in Hope Valley more quickly. I know it's already been there, and and I think we had a couple of small kind of like little not guild halls, but like little guild outposts already there.
Yeah.
But so let's see. 27 to start spreading more in Hope Valley.
Just like this town is still like reeling over the fact of the school massacre. Yeah. Hope Valley is still real the fact of the barn massacre. So you can spread your thing easily.
Yep, and then
provided it's a magic weapon instead of outright magic, but they don't see a difference.
There's a beginning of distrust of it.
Yeah.
So, and a general like of us, and then 36 to start designing the new facilities out there.
Well, looks like we dive with the ink right a little bit more longer.
Yep. So yeah. So I'm assuming that we're basically just building just slightly different versions of what we got here over there.
Yeah.
Obviously, certain trusted factory managers will be trained here under the guise of, the academy over there is not established enough yet. We want them here where we've already got things working in working order. So for now, we'll start setting up factories. Obviously, the backpack boilers, we are not setting up a facility out there, but we will have the production of the repeating muskets themselves set up out there. Because at this point, there's no way the only thing I can control is the production of the backpack boilers that make them as powerful as they are. You know, where to move action to reload 6 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna try to. I'm thinking we need to. I'm gonna build a factory up here for new backpack boilers. And set up more secured research facilities here. Is the fort completed around this? By the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
in the 6 months between
Yeah.
the bar massacre, you going up to check out the new bars, and this massacre, it's finally completed.
Yeah. So I will start shifting. I'm gonna build a much larger backpack boiler facility up there. 35 to move the existing facility and then start at least tripling production. We'll be stockpiling.
That does it.
Yep. So yeah. So now we can supply all of them from up here, which is good. So the mines are now become even though they do more raw resource production, they now have
because obviously you can't do any. Because the mine's like, yeah, you can't do any freaking diamonds and golds is up here, but
you can't make it up there yet. We'll eventually set up a city up there, but for now,
before people before the cold and froze this land solid, no one made it back from there anyway. So
yep. Can the mine go any deeper?
No, you can't.
It's
literally as deep as wide as you could get without
heat becoming a serious issue.
Without be adding on cold penalties.
Yeah, the deeper you go, the hotter it gets. So
yeah, the deeper you go, the hotter it gets, and then have to add penalties for that, and the wider it gets, the more up here you get, then they have to add cold penalties.
Yeah. And we don't have the machinery to to do a lot of that yet. But is this area geothermally active at all?
By your inventions, yeah. Remember?
Well, because I'm thinking that we convert the boilers here from needing magic to making them geothermally powered. So less magic is needed up there. So less magic users less people would be needed. So I guess we'll try this. 43 to convert to start having the miners carefully drill down deeper and setting up new kind of deep boilers that are geothermally powered.
They look at you at first like, are you insane? But they're like, well, let's roll with it. And
I'm the boss. I'm paying them the money.
And they start drilling down it very, very, very carefully.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm a stickler for safety.
And start using geothermal for the heating.
Yep. I'm assuming that means that because
of that, because of geothermal, you can at least get to here. You can at least get to here safely.
Got it. So basically, it's producing more heat than the original boilers significantly, or more steam significantly.
Yeah.
Got it. So we can,
but only to here. Anything farther, I'm going to hit you with penalties.
I guess we'll start building facilities over here then, new factories specifically. I'm thinking, you know what? Do we have the time and manpower to build new weapons factories and testing facilities up here?
Because of the back-to-back massacres, it's going to be until you get more gearmen before you can build the new weapons factories.
Yep. Also, I'm assuming that because we're pretty efficient, I'm assuming that we're nearing maximum storage capacity for what we've been stockpiling here. Correct?
Yeah.
Got it. So basically, at some point, we're going to start having miners that just aren't doing anything during the day. I would like to retask those miners into digging up into the mountain a little bit more, and then reinforcing it with liquid stone and making just clearing out space for large scale factories inside the mountains themselves. So that we'll have space for it, and then over here we'll just have additional factories.
All right.
Yeah. So, as well as scouting expeditions. I like scouting expeditions done along these mountains to find any mountain passes that go between the two, and then we'll mark them for sealing up later on, and guard towers and things like that.
I put in circle here. It's like, okay, this is the safe area now. You can actually go to this point.
Yeah. What we'll probably do is we'll set up residential housing and things like that up here. So
it's still gonna be very cold, but not
basically
penalty
the houses,
cold.
the buildings. I'm assuming themselves are the buildings themselves can be well insulated and have what was it, radiators, steam radiators, or whatever they're called, like those old school heaters for people's houses. Yeah. So basically, the houses will be heated and warm. Oh, did we lose Jimpan?
Let me see.
Oh, there he is.
No, it's right here.
Yeah. So
I think he's just muted. I guess something happened. So yeah, I didn't actually think about them joining to pretty much the Earth's core to get some heat going. So yeah.
yeah. Well,
In
yeah.
that
As I
case,
said, basically, I'm more talking like general planning. That obviously, walking around the streets will be cold, but we can set up buildings that will be warm and comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of an experiment to see if we can have people surviving in that region. And then, as I said, looking for any passes between the mountains up here. We'll mark them for setting up outposts and things like that later on, because this southern wall will be what's protect us if we have to evacuate the kingdom down here. But good thing we got this here because we can prep a few things.
Yeah, and I could actually get to the map to just put like a main town over here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is the end of the session because you pretty much done everything, including killed children, and to the point where the freaking when one of the Sorcerer Council and the second most feared member walks up and just looks around, tortures a couple of people responsible.
Yeah, so
Literally like, oh, by the way, my first lieutenant and my daughter winning your book. Very interesting.
well, it wasn't his book; it was probably a book.
Well, your book.
Yeah. Oh, they're actually reading my general philosophy and pamphlets.
Yeah.
On the importance of advancing of technology.
Yeah, both of them.
Oh wow, they're actually getting grabbed by that. So, goody.
Well, between torturing prisoners, have them run through hot desert sands, resurrecting them for the purpose of torture of killing them again. Yeah, there's sometimes even necromancers and lieutenants get bored.
Oh yeah. So basically, my ideology is spreading. How is the relationship between the prince and my agent going? By the way.
Oh, right, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see now. 1 second.
My guess would be they're dating.
Like he literally almost proposed before the chaos happened.
Oh.
So yeah, they're about to get married, assuming he still sticks to the proposal.
Oh, good for them. More control. I'll obviously be talking with her quietly, see how the relationship is going. So I'll basically, and I'm assuming it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
Mm, I'll ask her if they're using anything to prevent an unplanned for pregnancy.
Oh, that yeah. Miss let me actually pull up her actual freaking name.
Yep.
Miss Elred actually had several formulas for unplanned pregnancies. Very
Prevent them.
safe, but
Prevent them. I
an
presume.
alchemist is an alchemist.
Got it. So I'll basically tell my agent stop taking them.
But of course, I was taking him off of my free will. He did. She did. He didn't. He doesn't know yet, so I'll stop taking him.
You know what to do. You need to ensnare him for good. And
Of course.
if something happens, especially after this tragedy, you know what you're doing. And
At
don't.
that point,
Yeah.
she pulls she she digs into her pocket and pulls out a diamond ring. Like, I don't think nothing's gonna happen, sir.
Good. We need to make sure that he stays under our. He need to stays in our influence. Though I will check in on some of his classes. I'm assuming that he's taking my word to heart, and he's becoming an advocate of the more. I wouldn't call it the more extreme, but the later parts of my ideology in class.
Especially since some of his
Yeah.
students are dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Like everyone lost students here today.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's very easy to get them to your ideology.
Which is good. They'll be the ones that push it further. Any pushback in town, any counter protests, anything like that, or is it just basically, unless you're a magic user of our ideology, you're not welcome here? No,
Nothing
Kiri?
magical.
Huh?
Nothing magical by the looks of it.
Yeah. Are you back, Kiri?
Yes.
Good. You were gone for a while. There was a lot of things that have happened.
Curie?
Shit. All right, you'll have to fill me in on that.
Okay, I'll give you the quick rundown. We went to the Eastern City. We found like the third in command of like some sort of magical supremacist group. We indoctrinated them in one night into outright hating non-magic users and forming something called the True Way, and then had him break out the four guys that we captured, the four mages we captured that were the cooks, and yeah, they commenced a massacre at the school, killing many children, and I used that as a springboard into pushing the ideology further. We've been invited into Hope Valley to set up a Gearman Academy because we can train up a Gearman in about 3 months versus it takes a year and a half for a Paladin.
Yep.
So we're starting to and I'm also presuming, Ty, that we can train a lot more of them at once than they can train Paladins in one class.
Yeah, because remember they still have to.
Yeah.
Remember they have to train in swords, fight,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
train them on weapons, on combat drills,
yeah.
as well as teaching, as well as teaching several, as well as several classes for teaching their various different paladin techniques.
Whereas
So
we are just
some holy magics.
yeah. and also the mines. We've almost reached capacity for our stockpiling of stuff. So I'm retasking the miners into, first off, tapping geothermal, which we did, and that gave us enough excess steam to make part of the wasteland, the northern waste, habitable.
Excellent.
Yeah, so the plan is, will instead of making the northern waste habitable, which I don't want to do, instead we are only going to make individual parts of it habitable because we don't want people able to wander around. Sister Heart is also kind of taking. I also used. I struck while the iron was hot, and I've partially convinced Sister Heart more into our side. So
Basically,
we've
because
got
of back-to-back tragedies within 6 months.
Yep, and the Sorcerer Kingdom is the council is a little not. I basically released a second paper. I released a first paper, kind of doing a general saying, "Hey, maybe we should consider, having some limits on who can use magic, because there are clearly unstable people, learning advanced magic and using it to hurt people." To now saying, no, we definitely need to do this. I warned people about this as a second broadsheet sent out, and people are the Sorcerer Council is kind of angry, going, "Oh, she kind of figured out what I'm planning long term, but she didn't realize that's what I'm actually planning long term." It's like, "Oh, you're trying to take magic away from people," and I'm like, no. I just want to limit who can use it to those that are stable people. You can see where I'm going with this. It's the slow biting away, trying to get them to weaken themselves while we strengthen our own position. And because she's kind of using anger, my righteous anger, at what happened, is, I think, turning more people to our side slowly. So the march towards progress is working.
Yeah. Also, Winston stopped by, and two of the chefs were two of the extremists was killed thanks to Eleanor's bombs. So Winston stopped by, used race on the dead, and it's pretty much torturing them to force him to help people before he takes them back to the ship to well, let's just say
Yep.
Let's just say, as him and his daughter says, there's face worse than death.
Yeah. And it looks like his daughter and the princess are actually reading some of the collected essays of mine that are in book form. So they're even starting to get caught by our ideology. The prince is about to propose to the agent I have, so he's basically hooked. So, still there, Carrie?
Carrie?
No. Well, I think he's gone. We'll I guess it's time to wrap up.
Yeah, I think he could hear the latter half of the session.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go, and I think I've got some yard work to do, or I'm gonna take a nap. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot some people on Overwatch. I wish Team Fortress 2 was a bot-filled nightmare.
Yeah. Well, see you guys later.
All right, see you 2 weeks.